here in Gwinnett County Courthouse today to see how the community is responding to the new drug court systems. I heard that they're doing something different, and I'm here to check it out and see how it's actually working. Gwinnett County's drug court is of particular importance to me because of my own personal experience with addiction, drug court, and prison.
All right, order.
The drug court model is a perfect balance between justice and accountability. Drug court works because the participants establish connection with a system that they've been taught to hate. You will hear me tell the participants to start trusting us. We're your team. You can't do this alone. All right, Miss Lindsay. And how are you, lovely?
I'm doing good.
You are doing good. I'm so proud of you.
I have like 7, almost 8 months.
Okay. Tell me, you had a serious romance going on with your substance, right? Okay. So how long has it been since you have had that long in sobriety?
Never.
All right. Just process that. I mean, how awesome is that? Okay. The data tells us that if the drug court judge spends on average 3 to 4 minutes with each participant engaging on a personal level, that they have a higher probability of graduating the program and sustaining long-term recovery. All right, Mr. McCray, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Good.
They offered me the job at Walmart. They totally know that I'm with drug court. They support it. I'm excited.
You've been smiling all day, so I'm proud for you. And listen, aren't you glad you were honest in your job application?
Yes, I was, actually.
So how many of you have heard my speech about being honest with your employment applications? They'll find out. And there are so many business owners that are either in recovery themselves or in love with somebody in recovery. So you will find a lot of support when you're open and honest about that. Congratulations, you are excused.
As an interventionist, I work with a lot of different court systems, and I can tell you firsthand that I have never walked in a courtroom like I have today, where I was at ease.
Yeah, I didn't get the opportunities that you're offering.
Well,
and this is really amazing.
When I was sentenced, there was nobody there to help me.
I think the praise that you're giving, I'm blown away by this.
And I can tell you that you're onto something.
I appreciate you being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
To anyone who thinks I relapse, you're wrong.
I didn't do it. Was it me?
The police officer said that he smelled alcohol on me from 3 feet away, but I don't know, that could have been, I was wearing a lot of perfume, so maybe that was it, you know, who knows? I mean, it basically boils down to a he said, she said thing.
Betty Ford warned us that, like 8 out of 10 people will relapse. That's a normal thing. The question is, how do they deal with that relapse? I hope Kimberly's arrest is a wake-up call, and she takes this really serious and realizes that if she is sober, there is a future, and if she continues to drink, there is no future.
The first matter is in the state of Georgia versus Jaquan, violation of the Georgia Controlled Substances Act.
Tell me why you want to be in drug court.
Because I needed to change my life. If I don't do this, I lose my daughter and I lose my freedom.
Okay.
So it's time.
For years, our criminal justice system has been all about punishment. We are now seeing the pendulum start swinging back towards restorative justice. With the drug court, people's substance abuse issues are taken into consideration in preparing a strategy for when they come out of jail. I heard that you stood in front of some other judges before, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And when you've had contact with police officers or investigators, they've told you not to speak. Because anytime you speak, it'll be held against you.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, this court's different. When you speak in this courtroom, that is used to help you. And the more you share with me and with your team, the more we can help you. The young man who pled into the program today clearly had manifestations of someone who was still under the influence of something. And the remarkable tool that we have is to invite them down the hall to undergo a drug screen.
Heroin labs results are in. His results on cocaine is positive, and it's almost 300, which means that according to a lab that he's done cocaine within the last 48 hours.
I am not high right now.
You have double the limit that we allow before it's even measured.
That's crazy.
I know it is. So, I think what we're gonna do is take him into custody. He's in contempt of court, showing up with that in his system, knowing he was gonna plead today.
Is there anything I can do to not go to jail?
But what if I do this? To demonstrate to you that we're on your side. How about if you go into custody, I'll bring you back over Wednesday morning, and if you're clear-minded then, I'll sign the papers for you to be released.
Yeah, that sounds better than the whole week.
Okay. If you don't learn anything else from today, I need you to understand that you can't use substances in this program and get away with it. What we did today was perform an exercise where we showed him what power we had, but we also extended grace and mercy. All right, we'll see you later, buddy.
Hate court, and I have so many court dates.
What do you want to do after? I know what you're gonna say, but I don't want you to say it. You want to go get beer?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not buying beer.
I'll buy it.
But I cannot stop you from drinking beer because I'm not going to wrestle you.
Jerk. Hillary spoils me rotten. She takes me out to eat, she buys me clothes, but she's also a definite enabler.
Lord, we ask for your strength and your guidance because we're about to go in and do something a little bit scary. We ask for your guidance and your help. We come out this stronger than we went in. Amen.
Amen. If I go to a funeral or church, I have to sneak in alcohol. I can't go anywhere without alcohol. Hillary felt bad for me, and she just said, do you want to run over and grab a little bottle of liquor? And I said, okay. So Hillary gave me a few dollars, and I ran and got a very small bottle of vodka and took a shot. Well, little to me.
This is Judge Frank T. Hazel of the Delaware County Court of Common Pleas, the 32nd Judicial District of the state of Pennsylvania, and we're about to begin a session of the Delaware County Treatment Court with an admissions proceeding.
Yes, Your Honor. My client is a family man. He has 2 kids. He's married. He used to work at Boeing.
I'm heading up treatment court. Some people call it drug court. We call it treatment court. Very few of the people come in here suffer solely from drug addiction. They have mental health issues. They have other kinds of difficulties with which they've dealt, either caused by or related to their addiction. Not one single person in this program is a number. They're a person. And we've got to learn about them in order to treat them right. You had a heart transplant, and during the course of that recovery, you were prescribed Percocet?
Yes.
And heroin was what you started 2 years ago, roughly. And you've used it pretty consistently for the last 2 years.
Which I'm ashamed of.
This program for you isn't going to be an easy one, and I try to be upfront with that. I'm looking for you to work with me. This hand, through probation officers, treatment people, and my own, will always be extended to you. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
It's step up to the plate time, in my view, and this is an opportunity for me to use all of the tools that I've garnered over the years and make something happen with it, to apply it, to see it work, because it affects the quality of life of people in my county. People can tell when you feel good about yourself, when you're giving yourself some real reason to feel good. The plus here is you didn't mess around with it. You owned up to it. Not everybody does that. I know what you could do. I want to see what you do.
So we're gonna ask for number 3 to come up?
Well, number 3 and number 3.5. Okay, this is a great week. Doing well. 1 year sober, July 18. Huh? And we got accepted to Delaware County Community College, Harcum Junior College, and where else?
Bay Path University.
That's terrific. Good for you. When they told me that, I couldn't help but think back the first day you came in. And today, now we're picking where we want to go to college, and they're looking and saying they want you. Well done.
Excellent.
But we're going to drop you down to outpatient treatment. Doing well done.
Thank you.
Got to do something to make yourself feel that you're a part of the recovery. This is sort of new world for all of us. We're stepping on new ground here. Are we good enough? Are we committed enough to address issues that afflict people with addiction? And if we are, will they end up being better people and thus better citizens? Well done. Really well done.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you all very much.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Ron.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
How are you?
Good, good. I'll be the person talking to the judge if that's what he wants to do. I don't really know how it's going to go. You know, we'll let him know where we're at and what we'd like to do, and let's see what he says. And hopefully also I want to get a chance to do the letters. I don't know when, we don't know how long it's going to take her to get released, but I would like her to hear from you guys, okay?
Yep, yes.
All right, let's get in.
All right. Okay.
Seeing Janine in court was just devastating to me and feels awful.
We did get the good news that the charges she has here in this county are going to be dropped to misdemeanors. But she has 2 other charges in 2 other counties that have to be dealt with before she's going to be released at all. That leaves us with a very small window to catch up with Janine.
Oh my God. I love you, honey. Seeing Janine is so hard for me. She's in handcuffs and shackles. I can't touch her or hug her like I want to.
I thought losing my daughter over 2 years ago would be enough for me to stop using. And we're going almost 3 years now, and I'm still using. And I'm missing out on all those things that 2-year-olds and 3-year-olds go through. I always think when there's a thunderstorm and it's thundering out, she wakes up and she's scared. You know, is she crying for me? Does she wake up scared and I'm not there?
Turning myself in.
I'm not a good mom. I'm not a good daughter. I'm nothing. I am nobody.
There's a chance Sarah may be kept in jail. I'm hoping to convince the judge to keep her on probation. The probation department wants her off probation, and we'll have that decision made later this afternoon.
Hello. Hey, hon. Okay.
Okay. See you in a bit. Bye.
What?
She's on her way.
Well, what happened?
She just said they released her and she'll be here in a little bit.
Nothing more.
No.
I have just spent all night and all day in Ramsey County Jail, and I'm tired, and I got 6 months more probation.
I told her that she has to stay here until I get home.
That's easier said than done.
Well, call me at work if you have to.
And I want to make some phone calls and see what's up, see who's got some dope, and try to get high for the night.
Okay, now the fun part, we had no violations this week. That is something to celebrate. How awesome. You know what that tells me? What does that tell me? Come on.
Everybody's doing the right thing.
Everybody's working the program, okay? Now, where do I start? We're finding drug court, it's all about getting them to believe in the program, getting them to believe in themselves, just getting them in the routine of sobriety and recovery. Miss Regina, how are you? What's happening?
We're just being super busy with work.
All right, but you're not overdoing it. No. Well, you look good. All right, keep your chin up. Hey, Mr. Lewis, how are you?
How you doing, man? Doing great.
What's happening?
I'm actually excited, believe it or not, about Halloween. It's gonna be my first year doing my own decorations for my
Good.
family. I got all the little Spider-Man and stuff, so.
Okay. All right. Okay, now let's be real. Before y'all decided to start having a date with me every Monday, what did you do on Halloween? Okay, so let's be aware of that. Let's have a plan in place. Okay? Have a strategy. All right, so share something with me that you learned about recovery.
One thing I did learn is seeing the difference, like now that I'm this far in, when you see new people in, they say something in class, like, I don't know if this is gonna help, and then the importance of sharing once you've been in the program to kind of tell people where you've been in the program.
That is so important.
Yes, ma'am.
If you follow some of our participants through the program, the transformation for them is remarkable. And it just really affirms the data coming out of drug courts about how successful the program is. Good. I'm glad you were there to share. Anything else? All right, I'm proud of you. You look good.